We're coming to you from the headquarters of the Indian Met Department in the national capital, and here's a live tracker of Cyclone Biparjoy, and this shows that Cyclone Biparjoy made a landfall in Gujarat's Kachchh port today, and after that it is going to head in this direction. Now I'm going to explain to you the top 5 points that you need to know about the landfall and about this cyclone's further path. Now, Cyclone Biparjoy hit the Kachchh port in Gujarat's Kachchh, and this is the spot that you're seeing, and this is what we call the eye of the cyclone. The eye of the cyclone in this case is around 50 kilometers in diameter, and you see the maximum impact of any cyclone happens when the first wall of the eye of the cyclone hits the coast, and then there's some bracket of calm when the center of the eye of the cyclone hits the coast. That's when we see slightly lower wind speeds, and after that, when you have the back half or the back wall of the eye, that's when you see even higher wind speeds again. So that's essentially what we are seeing in this entire circle that we're showing you here. So as we're talking about the wind speed for this cyclone, the maximum is 125 kilometers per hour according to the Met officials, and they say that the maximum wind speed has been reached, and from now on Cyclone Biparjoy is going to decimate, and the wind speed of the cyclone is going to reduce to around 60 kilometers per hour by the morning of 16th June. So the maximum speed has been passed, and the cyclone Biparjoy's speed is now reducing according to the Met Department. Now, what are the areas that are being impacted by this cyclone? Number one, of course, Gujarat, as you can see, because that's where the cyclone has made a landfall. But it's not going to stop here. Over the next 2 days, June 16th and 17th, this cyclone is going to go in the northeast direction, and it's going to go to Rajasthan, where it will cause high wind speeds and heavy rainfall as well. So the impact is not limited to Gujarat. It is going to go on to Rajasthan as well. But Gujarat is going to see devastation because the wind speed in Gujarat will be around 125 kilometers per hour. What does this mean? This wind speed is enough to uproot trees. It's enough to inundate low-lying areas. It's enough to uproot Kachchh houses and some level of Pakka houses there as well. So that's the risk that we're seeing, because of which close to 1 lakh people have been evacuated from these vulnerable areas of Gujarat because this level of wind speed is capable of doing that. The rainfall is capable of inundating these areas as well. So that's why the maximum impact is going to be felt in Gujarat, but in Rajasthan, this is going to cause heavy rainfall and high-speed winds, and the cyclone fully will be over by June 16th. By June 17th is what the Met officials have told us, after causing heavy rainfall and winds in Rajasthan. But now let's look at how this intensity compares to the previous few cyclones we've seen. Well, the speed, as I mentioned, in this cyclone is 125 kilometers per hour, while the cyclone Kachchh that hit Gujarat in the year 2021, that had a wind speed of around 180 kilometers per hour. So that's when we saw deaths to the count of 80 people. But this time we are seeing that the intensity definitely is less compared to that. But even this wind speed is devastating and can cause the damage to life and property on this coast. That's why people have been evacuated. Of course, we hope that there's no damage to life there, but of course property is going to be damaged because of such a high wind speed, and it is going to end up in Rajasthan later and will finally be over by the 16th of June after it has made landfall today at the Kachchh port. In New Delhi with camera person Sachin Gupta, Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.